verse in the Holy Quran? Surah 65, verse 13.
The verse is number 13 from Surah Talaq. It says, A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Allahu allazi khalaqa sab'a samawatin wa min al-ardi mislahunna. Yatanazzalu al-amru bainahunna lita'lamu anna Allaha ala kulli shay'in qadir wa anna Allaha qad ahata bi kulli shay'in ilma.
Right.
Allah is He who created 7 heavens and of the earth the like thereof. The divine command comes down in their midst, that you may know that Allah has power over all things, and that Allah encompasses all things in His knowledge.
Read the verse again. I think the translation perhaps needs to be amended a little bit.
Allahu allazi khalaqa sab'a samawatin wa min al-ardi mislahunna.
And that's all right. After that.
Yatanazzalu al-amru bainahunna lita'lamu anna Allaha ala kulli shay'in qadir.
The word bainahunna is the expression which caught my eye, whether it is translated correctly or not. Yatanazzalu al-amru bainahunna.
Yatanazzalu al-amru bainahunna.
Bainahunna. Al-amr descends between them. And it could be one translation. And the other one, which is
the divine command comes down in their midst.
Comes down in their midst. I don't think it conveys anything to anyone who is not well versed in the Quran and things, because in their midst, what does it mean? In the midst of what? Right in the middle of the sun and the earth, in between the two? It does not mean that. If you read it again, then you will realize that the divine command or the things of importance begin to happen, and they go to and fro between these, the sun and the earth. Is that possible, that meaning, or is it right what I'm saying?
Yes, it looks like that.
Read again.
Allahu allazi khalaqa sab'a samawatin wa min al-ardi mislahunna. Yatanazzalu al-amru bainahunna.
Yatanazzalu al-amru bainahunna. It isn't that Allah descends things. So this means that they have their mutual relationship. Like our sun has its relation with the earth. Like it commands the things on earth, like it sends its light to earth, like it becomes the source of all life, and everything that happens on earth, it is the only source of energy which produces everything which the earthly things need. So this, to my mind, speaks of a phenomenon which is not only material but also religious. Because for every earth there is a sun which is responsible for its physical requirements and survival. And also there is a sun like Sirajam Munira, Hazrat Muhammad Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, who is solely responsible for all the spiritual energy which is granted by God to men. It is He who is the perfect symbol of that light. Otherwise, there are stars, there are moons and other things which appear occasionally like these comets to shed light on the earth. But the main source of constant maintenance is the sun. So yatanazzalu al-amru or yatanazzalu al-amru bainahunna.
Yes.
Between the sun, the different suns in the heaven and different earths in the heaven. you see, I have translated it as sun because, read the verse again.
Allahu allazi khalaqa sab'a samawati wa min al-ardi mislahu.
For the earth we think is just one, and the samawat are so many around us. So the relationship between the earth and the sama in our planetary system is through the sun. So this is why I have always read this verse to communicate to us the message that yours is not the only planetary system. Yours is not the only earth here. So like your earth, which has a relation with heavenly bodies, and things come and go, they run to and fro between you and the heavens. Similarly, there are other earths in the universe and other heavens around them, which is the planetary system. This is what I interpret. See? So that is why I have been referring to the sun, although it's not mentioned. So if somebody would rather have the literal meaning before one, then I should retranslate this verse as, like the heavens around you, we have created the earth and many other earths like the one here. And like there is a relationship between the heavens around the earth and the earth, so also there will be things of importance going on to and fro, things of importance for their maintenance and development, al-amr, which will continue, like in your case, in other earths and other planetary systems. That is how I understand this verse, right? So in that, do you find the answer to do you find your question answered or not yet? Or was it exactly, what was the nature of this question?
Yes, this was the nature.
This was the nature of the question.
And as well as in the interpretation is also a point that the seven heaven could be steps after the life of death.
Seven heavens?
The note says 7 earths may be the 7 major planets of the solar system, and 7 heavens, their orbits.
I don't agree with that at all. It's a fantastic statement, a very wide application, which covers the whole universe. To limit it only to our solar system is just no justice to the real import of this verse. Whoever it was, I respect his knowledge and I respect his greatness, because this translation is, and the common notes are very well prepared. But here and there I have to disagree, because the glory of the Quran requires that you must disagree there. And this is a sign which I have often presented to the modern people of the world, to the scientists and knowledgeable people, as a proof of the truth of the Quran. And they are amazed, because at the time of its revelation, there was no question of there being any other earth than our earth. But the planetary, what do you say, the satellites of the sun and the planetary system, they were known to them. They could see things, shining heavenly bodies belonging to this planetary system. So that was a small thing, and it is not at all meant that there is earths and 7 earths. Moreover, the number 7 is not applicable to the planetary system anymore. It went on growing as new stars were discovered, and now I think it has reached the figure of 11 perhaps.